Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to another Life with Myst video. And today I've wrote today's stuff down because I thought we'd do like a little kind of day by day through this past week of vlog. Except initially I was gonna record it on each one of those days so that you'd get like a different me in the mix, but it just didn't happen. So you're getting this me for all the days. But I do have some videos and some pictures for some of those days to go with the video. I kind of, when I came up with, well, I didn't come up with this idea. People do vlogs all the time, right? So, but when I thought about us doing this, I actually like this idea. You guys will have to let me know if you like it. It doesn't matter because I'll do it anyway. I don't wait around for people to tell me what they like and dislike on this channel, or else I'd have no videos ever. Yeah, especially when we're still kind of a small channel. I do have other channels that people know me from, but this channel in particular is still we're still under 100, so very tiny. So we need like that one video that just kind of alerts people of this channel. But yeah. And at the moment there's like 2 videos that kind of seem to be the more top video topics for this channel. And you want to know what they are? My most popular video on this channel is a noob me carving a pumpkin. Did that like a year ago, and it got more traction this past Halloween, I noticed. And then my cats are usually the next thing that seems to, at the moment, those are the 2 videos that seem to get the attraction. I still laugh at the fact that the pumpkin carving is our current most popular video on this channel. Because I'm just gonna say, I did that video, I did it mainly because it was Halloween. I wanted to do that video. Once again, this was like a year ago. This wasn't this past Halloween. And I never thought it would be a video that got a decent amount of views. It's only like 3,000 or something, but we aren't even at 70 follows. So a video that hits 3,000, I call that a good video. When we're this low on subs for this channel and we're all over the place, I do pet videos, I do us just chit-chatting videos, carving, did I say the cats? I can't remember. Exercise videos. Like, we are legit all over the place. So yeah. But nonetheless, let's move on to today's video. So it was, I would say it was a decently busy week. So I'll let you know what we did. So we'll start with the fact that I kind of bought myself an early Christmas present. There was something I really wanted. It was actually 2 things that are very similar. So it might seem silly, but they're 2 things that were almost the same thing. And I really wanted them. One was for exercise and one was just for my own enjoyment, I guess. And so I decided, since they did cost a little bit of money, and not overly like pricey, but a decent amount to put a little dent in my finances, But I really wanted them, and they were discounted at the time, and so I wrote it off as an early Christmas present to myself. So we'll probably only buy booze at Christmas. That'll be our Christmas gift. Probably only buy booze, because I will spend my money on other people. But what were those items? One was a Blu-ray player. I've been wanting one for a while. I've had, like, before buying the Blu-ray player, I had 10 Blu-ray DVDs on my shelf. And on that note, I actually cleaned up this area. I'll take a couple of pictures for you guys. So yeah, I had cleaned up this area because I wanted to make room for the Blu-ray player. And I decided, you know what? Let's just have all the DVDs on the bookshelf. So I had to do a little rearranging for our bookshelf. I'll take a picture of that as well. So the bookshelf, I usually like to have it alphabetized, but what I've been doing is at the top, you'll see that there is the TV shows, and then I have something kind of holding the TV shows together, and then the next group of videos is Blu-ray. All the rest that you see on there is Blu-ray, but they're divided. The ones by the TV shows are Blu-ray movies, you know, like action type movies or whatever, as long as they're not cartoon. And then the ones to the right by my little Mickey Mouse thing, that's the Disney ones. So yeah, I had bought, when I bought the Blu-ray player, I had bought Lady and the Tramp and Beauty and the Beast on Blu-ray. Those are like two of my favorite Disneys. Prior to that, I used my PlayStation to play the Blu-rays, but I wanted a player that I didn't have to power on the PlayStation for, you know? And, you know, if I want to watch Blu-ray at the computer, I still can. You know, just now I can also watch it here. Sometimes I'll just grab like a little TV tray, put it in here, and I'll eat dinner like from my bed, and yeah, and then watch a movie. And yeah, so that was one of the purchases. And then the other one that was similar to that is I got a portable DVD player. Now, portable Blu-ray DVD players are pretty pricey, so I settled for a normal. So it wasn't a portable Blu-ray. Down the road, I would like to make it portable Blu-ray so that I can just watch all my movies on it. But it was a matter of spending an extra couple $100 to have that. And it was kind of like, don't get the Blu-ray for here and get the portable Blu-ray, or I get both, right? And I thought it was better to have both. Have a Blu-ray player here, have a portable of the normal there. So, and I still have tons of normal DVDs, right? Like, I've been collecting movies for years. I have tons of normal DVDs. So yeah, there's lots I can watch on there. I wanted it because when I do my walks, I lately for I don't know, months now, I use, well, what I'm using to record you guys on. You guys are on a tripod right now with my phone. That is how I would exercise. I would have it on the desk. I'll drag it over there later, take a picture so I can put it in the editing here. So it would look like this, and I would watch basically YouTube videos and like streaming services like Netflix, Paramount, you know, stuff like that. And I just, a couple of weeks ago, I was like, it would be nice if I could just watch my DVD player or my DVDs. So I did actually attempt, right? And what resulted in that was me moving this standing desk over to my computer and then shifting the walking pad behind, kind of more close to the door. And it wasn't bad. It's not that it was a whole lot of effort, but I thought about it, and I'm like, I would have to do this every single day. Every day we'd be moving that thing, moving the walking pad, do our walk, move it back, put the walking pad back under the bed. And you know, the thing is, you know, the standing desk, it's great, don't get me wrong, but it's gonna, you know, it's a little wobbly. You know, I don't really want to be moving it much, you know? So yeah, because the first time I just watched it from my computer. Yeah. And that was fine and all, but yeah, it's not how I wanted to continue it. So now we have the portable DVD player there. I don't move the desk at all. We walk in the same position I originally set that area up for. And yeah, so, you know, I still use my phone sometimes. Like if I want to watch YouTube or streaming services, I'll use my phone. And if I want to watch my DVDs, I'll use that. And then I just make sure that we're not wanting to watch Blu-ray. I leave Blu-ray too when I'm chilling on the bed, you know, eating dinner at the computer or whatnot, right? Yeah, one day I will upgrade that sucker to the portable Blu-ray, and then we'll just be able to get all of it watched. But for now it works. For now it works. It was what was affordable for me this month. And yeah, so I did that on Monday. And then Tuesday, I had a dentist appointment on Tuesday, right? So I was a little nervous about my dentist appointment. Not as much as I had been in the past. You guys know that, you know, I have huge dental anxiety. That was starting to fade because I was getting used to this new dentist. You know, for those that are new to the channel, fast and quick story. Was depressed for a lot of years, you know, still am, but I cope a lot better with it nowadays. And because of that, I didn't go to the dentist for 20 years. So when I finally went, not only did I need a lot of work done, but I had huge dental anxiety, right? So the dentist that I was going to see, I had finally gotten used to him to the point where my dental anxiety was fading each visit, and I was actually not so nervous going anymore. But when I went on Tuesday, well, for starters, on Monday I'd also hit up the grocery store, and the dentist that I go to is next to the grocery store, right? So I just walked in and booked the appointment. I didn't call, I just did a walk-in. And so that was the point where the receptionist was like, oh, I just thought I'd let you know that, you know, your normal dentist isn't here anymore. He started his own practice. And in my head, I'm like, fuck, you know, it's like on one side, I want to be happy that he started his own practice. That's a great achievement. But on another side, it's like, shit, so now we're starting from square one, you know? I feel like I'm a little better than we started before because I don't have the severe dental anxiety that I did before with him, right? Because it'd been 20 years, you know? I've been going to the dentist every few months for the past year, I would say, maybe even almost 2 years now. So I've gotten a little used to it, you know, so it's not huge, but there is a little bit there back again because now I have this new dentist that I have to get used to. So point being is I went in on Tuesday and I did meet the dentist, but we had to cancel the appointment because when I walked in, they had no plumbing, right? And the receptionist is like, well, we could still do your work. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to talk to the dentist about this one. Like, I'm not talking to you. I am going to talk to the dentist because I have dental anxiety, and without plumbing, you can't rinse. And I need rinsing, like you're not gonna dry dental work in my mouth, right? So I talked to the dentist, and he was thinking just like I was thinking. He was like, we should rebook it, and I was more than happy to rebook. It's not like I was in pain. I was just booking another appointment to get a little more work done, but it's not like it was emergency dental work, like I could wait an extra week. So we rebooked for this week, so it's gonna be on Thursday. So yeah, and the plumbing situation should be better. It seemed to just be them. I guess everyone else on the street was fine, like in the little shopping area. So I don't know what happened with theirs, but I'll go back, this coming up week. So, and then, Wednesday, I just did the normal, went to work, and, yeah. Thursday, we got our first snowfall. So yeah, it is melted now. So Thursday, it was snowing. There was even a little bit of a snowfall on Saturday. But today, Sunday, nada. Yeah, nada. Like if you had gone out of town and you didn't look at the weather, you would not have known it snowed. Yeah, but that is how it works here. There's always that one or two like beginning snowfalls, and then the real one shows up and stays. Yeah. So let me see. We'll look at, I'll tell you what the weather is right now. You'll have to convert in Fahrenheit, but actually it's not bad at all. Yeah, it's pretty damn good. Okay. It's 5. Says feels like 0. And that's not bad at all. And it's actually, here's the next week of weather. And my apologies for the reflection. I can't really avoid that much. But that's what we're looking at, which is actually really good, honestly. Yeah, those are like there's only a few days where we're even in the minuses. Like Wednesday, yeah, I'll read it out in case the reflection was kind of eh. But Monday, 4. Keep in mind this is Celsius. So Monday will be 4. Tuesday will be 0. Wednesday, -2. Thursday, 0. Friday, -2. Saturday, -5. And Sunday, -5. So it'll probably be colder the next time I do the video. Those are guesstimates. Yeah, it could be warmer, it could be colder, we'll see. Yeah, but all in all, while I do, in the past, more when I was probably in my 20s, I would call the weather people out so bad, for being wrong. But I find nowadays they are pretty close. Yeah, they're pretty close. Friday is actually calling for snow, so that might be our next big snow. And it would make sense because then it's like -5, -3, -4. Yeah. So yeah. So that's what it's looking like right now weather-wise. So we're getting there. I'm wearing my sweatshirt today because it feels a little cold, but I feel like after this video I could probably take it off for a little bit. But it is at that point where I have been starting to wear my sweatshirts a lot more. So yeah, time to dig out that winter wardrobe. I've already moved it to the front of the closet. Yeah, where like a lot of my sweatshirts are at the front. So Friday we got the steps done. So a couple of weeks ago, well, it was probably more than a couple of weeks ago, but one of our bottom steps in front of the house was quite wobbly. And it's an old house, old steps. Like I couldn't even tell you the last time, like I don't know if the steps have ever been really rebuilt before. You know? So this guy, he used to live next door to us. He owns the house next door still, and he rents it out to people, right? He was nice enough to come build some steps for us for like $300. So we no longer have the wobbly steps, and actually the steps look better. I wish I had a video or a picture of the steps. I'm sure somewhere there's probably a video on this channel where I'm maybe walking up to the steps and you see how they used to look. But the ones now, they're longer and they're more width. So yeah, they feel a lot more comfortable to walk on. Not only because the wobbly one got fixed, but they just seem really good. I was really impressed. So I took a picture of that. That is, I probably already have it on screen. And yeah, I think they look really good. Right now, they're just made, right? So, so they will get painted, but we just don't know when, because they kind of got built right before this cold weather is starting up, and you kind of need a little bit of warmth for paint to dry. And yeah, so we're thinking maybe Monday or Tuesday, but it really just depends on the weather. And yeah. So I will definitely take another picture and you can see them when they're painted. And yeah, speaking of painting, I've been meaning to do a little painting myself in this room. The walls I feel are fine, but I'll take a picture of something that I do my darnest to never show you in these videos because I hate it. I hate the way it looks. But it's the doorknob on my door. It's looked like this ever since I moved in, you know, so I think it's rust maybe. I have no idea what it is. Yeah, so I've been wanting to just kind of paint over it. You can see that on the frame of the door, there's a little bit, it looks like dirt, but it isn't. You can't wipe it off, you know. But yeah, so I've been thinking about doing that. But the thing that's always stopped me is I spend all my time in this room. I would have to evacuate for a bit if I'm painting, right? So yeah. But maybe if I'm just doing like a little bit, then we can just kind of, you know, do it and be fine. Yeah. But yeah, so that was that. On Saturday, I got some flyers printed out for those that maybe are new to the channel, or maybe you just missed the video when I told you guys about this, but I have a business. It's a cleaning business. I started it way back in like 2013, 2014. And then I stopped it during the COVID kind of era. And then I recently brought it back up. And so I've been trying to get new clients for it and all that. And And snow removal is one of the services I always provided. So it's generally like house cleaning, commercial cleaning, construction cleaning, snow removal, yard maintenance, you know, I was gonna say raking leaves, but that's a yard maintenance. Pretty much anything you can think of yard maintenance wise. And yeah, and since winter is pretty close, I wanted to print out some flyers because I'm still pretty kind of old school when it comes to the business. I realize we live in a world of online advertising, so I do online advertising, but I also like to hit up houses because honestly, most of my clients, you know, I get that way, right? Because not only do they kind of, some will see me, you know, not always. Like, I don't go up to their house and knock on their door or anything. I just drop off a flyer in their mailbox. And, you know, I'm pretty considerate about it. Like, if it says no flyers, you know, like we do that. We hate flyers. So we have no flyers, no soliciting sign on our house. And so if I walk up to a house that's like that, I skip it, you know, but if they don't have a sign, I'll throw a flyer, and I still think it's the best way to get clients. Yeah. Because the reality is with online advertising, you gotta hope that it lands in front of their face, you know, and it's a very competitive business. So I still find local advertising, you know, like, you know, me getting out there and actually advertising through flyers to be the best option. So that's what I plan on doing tomorrow, actually. I'm going to go out, I'm going to throw out some flyers for snow removal. I've got a little discount that if they bundle it with their house cleaning, you know, they get it for quite a bit cheaper. Yeah, like $40 cheaper. I like giving them that discount because the thing is, I'm already there, you know, like I am already there. It's nothing for me to just shovel their walk if I'm already there. So that's why I make it so much cheaper, right? It's a really good incentive for them to just add it, right? But yeah, so that's what I got on the go tomorrow, and probably a good portion of next week. I gotta do a little more online advertising as well, and yeah, and that's the life of my business in winter. Yeah. So generally, how it works is cleaning's year round, right? Like I'll always get house cleaning, office cleaning, construction cleaning type jobs. And then the other side is winter is snow removal, you know, fall is usually leaves, or, you know, or just like grass, whatever, you know, summer is mowing the lawn, you know, yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. Mobile car wash, but that's usually generally summer related. And yeah, so a lot of the summer stuff is out of the mix now, right? Yeah, that's why years ago I had implemented the snow removal, and that was a big reason, was because when winter showed up, I would all of a sudden lose kind of like all of that other part of the business I would do. So I implemented snow removal to make up for it. So yeah. Yep. And yeah, it's just me now. And, you know, if anyone's interested, like it's just me. Back in the day, I had employees. But like I said, I had shut it down during COVID. We're just kind of coming right back, you know, and it's almost like starting from scratch when you shut down a business for a couple of years, right? So yeah, at the moment, it's just me. You know, if it gets super busy where I can't handle all the jobs anymore, then I'll hire someone. But yeah, at the moment, it is me, myself, and I doing everything. Yeah. So yeah. And that's basically the week. That brings us to Sunday, which is pretty much editing. You know, I was supposed to raid today, but, you know, I didn't. There's the easy answer. I didn't. Yeah. So yeah. And that's our weekly vlog. I don't know if I'd be able to do that every week, like give you a little rundown of my days. My days are generally boring, you know. Work, exercise, Monday. Tuesday, work, exercise. Wednesday, work, exercise. Oh, my bad. Stream as well. And maybe edit a video, you know. Friday, work, exercise. Yeah, so that's why I don't usually do these because I'm a pretty plain person, you know, like a lot of the people that do vlog videos, they go out, you know, like they're like showing themselves, you know, if exercise is in the mix, they're at the gym, you know, they're not like in the house exercising. Or they'll go to dinner with their friends, or, you know, go to Disneyland or something. Like, yeah, those people are a lot more interesting because they have more money. They have channels that pay for their adventures. Yeah, so yeah. So that's why you probably, you know, I think it would be a great idea, but the reality is I can't just every week do the same Monday to Sunday video. So I would say on weeks where I did like a bunch of different things, maybe we do a video like this. Maybe I do it better, you know, where there's a little more action in it, you know. I just kind of took some screenshots and a little video here and there. But yeah. So with that said, that's all I got to say today. You know, I hope you guys have a great week. Hope you enjoyed the video. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.